A big shout out I'd like to give to Bosna, Sarajevo, which is my latest trip, my recent trip, which I've been to in New Year's. And I got this cute mug, a souvenir from there, simply because to give me that kind of memory on how amazing the actual place was. And I would definitely give it a thumbs up because of the actual service, quality, and tourism that it actually has, especially for that given price, because in order to get that level of quality beef especially, you would actually pay way more, maybe 10 times more in other countries than you would get in Bosnia. It was a couple of days trip. I went to different places, skiing up the mountains. They've got amazing sceneries. The weather was amazing, as you can see, and I definitely would love to do something for a change and go to a very cold country, European country, in the winter, where everybody actually runs away from that place. I was like, no, I think I need now a little bit more cold in me, so let me go there and enjoy some quality time. In today's topic, I'd love to speak to you a valuable lesson that I took from leadership, and I would summarize it to you and put it into three main circles. The inner circle, which is the why, the outer circle, which is the how, and simply the outer circle, which is the what. You see, most employees, managers, and leaders only focus on the what and the how. Very few actually speak about the why and make it very clear in their organization. So what do I mean by that? Simply, it is the inner purpose and the main reason on why this actual product or service exists. You see, Steve Jobs became very successful with Apple simply because he delivered that message to his people, which sustained their level of success, and gradually it took off. At first, people do not actually really understood why he does what he does, but sooner or later they understood, well, it's about quality mobile phones. It's not just about looks, it's not just about prices, but it's actually something that you truly worth becoming loyal to. Nearly all employees only focus on the what. You see, after changing 5 jobs, I cannot recall actually sitting in that interview or signing that job description and contract with that company, and I was actually told why we do what we do and why we expect that from you and why you would expect that from us. It was mainly content, it was mainly data, words, and numbers, and nothing more. So that triggered and created that mindset to me and so many of my friends and families on to only focus on the pay, the money. What will I get end of the month? How will it change my life? How will it add more value? What will I learn? What skills will I have? Was totally out of the question. And most of the employees that I actually met in my different places which I worked with very actually knew why they do what they do, and very actually had goals and had an overall mission or vision for their lives. Everybody was programmed into actually focusing on their main salary end of the month, and that is simply it. How can I not get fired in order to have my salary end of the month and gradually get promoted? That was simply it. Very actually understood how this job would affect their life in so many different ways, what amount of peace that it can give you during work and outside of work. So that simply means, how will it progress me? How will it change me? What skills will it give me? What talent? How will I change simply just by working with this firm? These things are all related to the inner core value, the first circle, which is the why. You see, as a businessman looking at this video, you need to understand that people actually buy your products or services because they want to know the reason behind what you do. Especially those type of customers which are high-end loyal customers, they need to have it very clear to themselves on actually why you do what you do. Yes, it is a product in return for a profit, but the most important thing is, why do you actually want to sell this product to us, and how will it actually contribute in our life? So let me give you this example on why I believe Apple has become very successful, and it's simply because of the strategy that they use, which is called the cost of inaction. How much you will lose if you actually did not buy that Apple product? What price will you pay if you did not pay for an Apple product? That is simply the cost of inaction strategy, which a lot of successful companies use, and Apple itself. They will tell you, hey, you can actually buy a cheaper mobile phone from a different firm, but there is a cost to that of actually having your phone destroyed from not being secure enough. When was the last time you had a virus or a software issue with that iPhone? Speaking out of my experience using iPhone for 10 plus years, I cannot even recall one day I felt that my phone is damaged due to a hacker or a virus. So just by having that, you can understand how an iPhone can contribute to one's life, leave alone the other features and the camera and the things which are very well known in today's world, in order how you can enhance your life and actually utilize your fun. So here's the last tip, guys. If you're a leader who actually only does it for the money, then do know that the people who are around you will only do it for the money. When I say leader, I do not only mean a trainer or a coach or a consultant, but I also do mean if you're a father, a brother, an uncle, an employee, or a wife, or any kind of person that you are, having that mindset of how you best manage your expectations will lead how other people around you will do the same. Here's the last tip for you guys. If you haven't yet been to Bosnia, I highly recommend you give it a quick visit, because it is one of those countries which are very reasonably priced when it comes to tourism, and especially if you're a foodie like myself who loves to eat burgers, meats, and all types of different food, then I'll give it definitely a thumbs up. It is still a country that is progressing and developing, so spending a couple of days in it is totally not a waste of time.